what will this cleansing look like? What do you think God is planning to do?
Yeah, I love something you said there as far as God really having a remnant there. And he always has a remnant. And I believe that America, even though we're seeing a decline in the nation as far as it relates to some churches, I believe that God's going to cause that decline to bring a rebirthing of sorts. So we're going to continue to see a revival coming in the next generation, but it gives us an opportunity because America has become the new mission field. That's what we're
Oh,
seeing,
my.
where at a
That's
time
right.
we were going to other nations and preaching to them,
right.
and now America is the new mission field where we have to preach in our own backyard. You know, there are souls all around us that need to be saved, and it is
Yes.
work for the church. It's an opportunity for us to evangelize and to move in the gifts of the Spirit, not just in the four walls, but outside of the four walls of the church. And so I do believe, according to Matthew 13, Jesus said it this way. He said, the wheat has to grow up with the tare.
Right.
And at the point of harvest, there is a separation. And so we're in the threshing season in the
Yes.
church, where it looks as though things are diminishing,
Yep.
but it has to happen for the harvest to come.
I'll tell you what, I have it all highlighted, underlined in red, the threshing season that you talk about.
Yeah.
And you talk and you start the chapter, chapter 14, judgment in the house of God. The reason that you can say this is because it's in the Word of God. 1 Peter 4:17, for the time has come for judgment to begin at the house of God. And if it begins with us first, what will be the end of those who do not obey the gospel of God? I mean,
So
it's
in
just
this
right
chapter, you
there.
talk about
it's
this.
excellent.
And it's really hope for the church.
It's God's
And
love.
God's, whom he loves, he what? Chastens.
That's
Yes.
it. That's right.
And so these things are going to happen. This shaking is for a chastening so that people will be ready to go to be with the Lord.
Absolutely. And we're going to see the judgment of God in the pulpit, also in the pews. So you're going to see it both because it is the love of God. It's not to be confused with the wrath of God. And I think
right.
many people confuse judgment and wrath.
Yeah,
And so they
you're
assume that when the Lord is judging, this means that he's just punishing you. And so punishment is a consequence of wrongdoing. But judgment, when the Lord judges you, he's saying, I love you so much, I'll do whatever it takes to bring you back to me.
That's
So
it.
that's the kind of judgment that I'm speaking of. That's really, it's already here
Yeah.
on the doorsteps of the house of God, but we're going to see that even more in the months and years to come.